Okay, I will do one change in yesterday's code because I realized one change in the code, and that change is in the site action. When we try to get this current geo, we are getting the country name. Let's take the country code. Okay, so we will take the country code and save it in the country because country name is coming big, and from the IP data we are getting kind of country code. So I want to change it here to country code. Okay, let's double check it now. Also, I want to do one more change. I'll tell you. Just let's double check this one, and then I have another change also. I will enable this. Refresh the page. Okay, I'm getting. Okay, we'll see here in the GIP. Okay, still I'm getting United States of America because it is coming from the database. Let's try to delete it from the database and then try again. Okay, now I'll try again and see in the site reducer. It's the US. So that is what I'm expecting. I want the US here. Okay, also I want to do one more change. Okay, so let's do one more change here. Okay, okay, let it be right now. This is the only change I'm doing right now. I may do few more change tomorrow. Let me go through the code, and if I see that there is some problem, I will do more change. So right now change it to country code in your code base so that my code is matching with your code. So every day if you do the changes in front of me, then it's fine. But if you don't do at that time, so after the class at least you grab the file from my folder so that my code matches with your code. Okay, so just in the site action, just change it to the country code. Now we will work on our campaign homepage. Okay, let me close all first. So in the campaign homepage, today I will work on the display part, that is how the look should be. And once that is done, I will work on the action and reducer. So I will not touch action and reducer now. Let's build the UI stuff, and then I will work on the reducer and action. So UI is something pretty much, however you want, you can build it. I will do one way now. In another project, I will do another way. So I will show you different ways to do it. And then depending on your idea or location, your thinking or your thought process, you can change to whatever you want. Okay, so we are in this home page, and I will build this home page now. Okay, so right now, so first thing is right now it is pointing to the website 3 homepage, but I wanted to point to campaign homepage. So let's do that. So in the routing, I will go, and for the home page, I will go inside campaign. Inside campaign, I will go to home, and inside home, I will go to home component. So I will change my component from website 3 home to campaign home. Now if I refresh it, it is going to this home. So if you have opened this file, just change it here. because we will be pointing to campaign home. Okay, so uh, now let's go to this home page. So always remember, whenever we build something, we always have to make this component with react.memo. So anything which we will build, any component, we will put react.memo to all the components which we have. So maybe we can grab and put it for all the components which we built yesterday. You can also do along with me. So go through each file and make it react.memo. Okay, till I complete, you should be also done with it. Do it along with me. Don't wait after the class. You don't get much time after the class because the class session is too big. Again, watching the video and doing things will too much for you. So try to do as much as you can do along with me. And if you need time, you can ask me. I will wait for you till you complete. So I'm just adding react.memo. So always put react.memo to whatever component you build. And everybody knows what is the advantage of react.memo. And if you don't know, you can go back lectures and watch what is the advantage of react.memo. I gave detailed explanation of react.memo. Okay, let's go to home page again. Okay, I'll give you 1 more minute. Just finish this react.memo. Okay, so let's go further now. If you're not done it, do it along with me. As soon as I go to another component, you can do it later if you're not completed it. Okay, so in the home page is nothing but the page which I am looking here, this page. So today we will just build the UI part. It is simple UI. It's not very fancy or anything, but it is good looking and we are using material UI. Okay, so first thing is I need, it's up to you how you want to display it. So you want to display 2-column layout, 3-column layout, or 1-column layout. If we go to this campaign create, it is 1 column and we have only one form. So this is called 1 column. And this is the home page. You may build 2 column, 3 column, or 1 column, depending on what you like in your personal website. I will be building 2-column layout in this one. Left side I will have the results. On right side I will have the search bar. So that is what I will be doing. So at the top I will build some header, and then left side I will show the result, right side I will show the search bar. So let's try to go it and do something in the code. So always remember, just put the class name. Even though you don't create that class, you put it the class name so that when we see the source code, we should know which component we are trying to access it. And this in home component, I will be calling 2 components. One is the header component, that is this header, and another is home layout component. I will be calling these 2. So let's import these 2, and you can also import along with me, though I will give you time after this, but if you whatever you can do it along with me. Otherwise I will give you some time to do this. So you may have two monitors, so that one monitor you can watch and in one monitor you can do the work. That's how you should have your setup at home, so that you can watch also and do it along with me. I will not explain React Memo now. You have to go to past video and watch that one. And if you don't remember for now, just remember you have to put the React Memo. Okay, so go through the past videos and see what I explained about the React Memo. I give the detailed explanation about the React Memo. I will tell you now in short, but not in detail as I explained in previous video. In short, React.memo is something. Whenever we have the props coming to this component, like history, these props, if they are changed, then only it renders the page. If we have React.memo, that means this home will be rendered if the props are changed. If props are not changed, it will keep the old copy and show it to the user. If I don't use memo, then even if props are changed or not changed, this whole page will be rendered. That is what the in simple. But I showed you some examples in detail in that few past class. You have to go through it and see it. Okay, so so now here I will call the two components. One is the header. This header I'm calling it. And another one is a home layout. Okay, so this header will be there at the top, and then there will be home layout. Home layout will have the left side and the right side. Okay, let's go through it and refresh the page. So we have the header and the home layout. Let's build the header now first and then go to home layout. Okay, let's go to build the header first. So we are now in the header. I will start with the class name so that later on, whenever I'm reading the source code, I know which component I am header. And here I will just put console to see if this is rendering or not. So I'll just put console.group collapsed and I will name it as header. And then I'll say console.group end. This is just to see in the console whether I am in the header or not. Similarly, I will do in the home also. Just put the console. Okay, so before I work on this header, let me know if you have completed this import statement and calling it here, and just add these two console statements for me or for you to understand in which component you are and what you are trying to do it. So instead of console.log, just put console.group collapsed and name it and group end. Let me know once you're done. I'll give you 1 minute to finish this and then we'll move to header. Is it done? Whenever you're done, just say done so that I can move forward and time is not wasted. Okay, so we are done with the home part. We just have to call these two components. We will try to break the things into smaller components so that it is easier to understand what we are trying to do this in component. So in home component is done. We are calling the header and we're calling the home layout. That's it. We will not put any more code here in this home component. Now let's go to the header component. In the header component, I will I will start with one div inside it. So we have the class name header, and I'm starting with one div. So it's something, whenever you want to start anything, you have to start with the div. Okay, now this div has some title. So I'll say H3. I'll put H3. I can use typography also, but this is simple text. Sometimes I prefer to just put it directly without using the typography, and sometimes I put the typography. So maybe later on I will change it to typography, but right now let it be campaign. So I put the campaign, but I will put this campaign in its own div. So let's put. So what I did, I created one. This is the header div. I created div, and then I created a div for this campaign. Okay, if anyone wants to listen today, they can listen, and later on they can write it or copy the code from me. And once they have understood, they can take the code and use it in your file. It's fine. So what I created, this is the top div. Forget about this one. I created one div, and I have this div with campaign H3, and another div will be they will be to make the both the text in the same line. I will also use H3 for this also. If I don't use H3, there will be difference in the margin and padding of this both the content, and I don't want that, so I will put that. Now here I have to add one button. So let's import the button here, and also I will import the add icon. Okay. You will understand why I'm putting add icon in a short time. Now in this H3 I will add the button. You can grab the code from the Material UI website. I already have it, so I'm just putting it. I will put variant. Variant can be outline or content, or there is also third variant called as text. I will show you that in Material UI in a bit. Okay, let me show you this variant in the Material UI. So if we go to button, so we have this text one or content and outline. So I'm taking this first version. Okay. So I put the button with the variant of text, and on click I will do something. What I will do, I will put in a bit. Right now I'll just put a dummy function, and inside it I will say add new campaign, and user should see some add icon. I can use this add icon, and I will remove this add text, just put add icon, or I can say I'll remove new also. Let's see how it looks. So it's saying campaign, and we are seeing plus campaign. Plus campaign means a new campaign, adding a new campaign. Or if I can say more appropriately, add new campaign. Let's see how it looks. Okay, add new campaign looks much better. Let's keep add new campaign. So now the task is, I have one div this and another div is this one. Right now they are at that one below each other, but I want in one line only. I want in one line. I don't want it in two lines. So what is the best method to do that? Can anyone tell me? Okay, table is one of the method. Sonu Singh is right. Table is one of the method. We can put table and put left side and right side. Any other method? Flex direction. Ananya. Yeah, that is also another way. Flex direction. Any other way? Okay, so you can use table, you can use your custom CSS like float left or whatever you want to do, you can do. but I will do one of the method which you will see now. And so this is the one div, and this is another div. We have two div. Okay, one should be on the left side, one should be on the right side. I want in the same row, one on the left side, one on the right side. So these two are the div. We have to go to the parent div, that is this one, and here I will put style sheet. I will put directly style here. No need to create separate style sheet. Just put the inline style sheet as I'm doing. Inline style sheet are much advantageous in React because each component can behave separately. We don't need to include any style sheet. Each component is in itself has everything in it. So you can put style sheet directly also here. So what I need for this style, I need the display. The display property is flex. Once I put display property in flex, you will see both will come in the one single row. Okay, both are in the same row. Okay, now what I will do, I have to space out so that this add new campaign should come on the right side and campaign should be on the left side. So there is one special property of display flex. Once you say display flex, I can use one more property, and that is called justify content. And in justify content, if I say space between, then the two element which we have, they have space between each other, and it will take whole width, and one will go to the right side and one will go to the left side. So like you see here, campaign title is here and add new campaign is going to the right side. So this way we can click here and we can go to campaign create page also, and this is a campaign here. Now once I click this new campaign, okay, once I click this new campaign, I wanted to redirect to the campaign create page, that is this one. I want to go to this page. Once someone click this, add new campaign. So once I click it, what should I write here so that it will go to that page? Okay, yes, history.push method. Here redirect will not work. We have to use history.push method. But we have this home page, and we are calling header page from the home page. So if I try to grab the history from the props, it will not work because header does not have history in the props, but home page has history in the props. So we have to get the history in the home page, and we have to pass that history in the header page. Once we pass the history in the header page, now header will also have the history in the props, and we can use the history here as history.push, and I can say campaign create. So that is a simple change we did here. Let's refresh it and see if it is working. I refresh it, I click add new campaign, I am able to go to here. Okay, so that was the change done here. Okay, so this is pretty much all about the header page. I just want to show you this header in the console so that you can see what I mean by it. I refresh the page. So we are calling this home component, and we are calling the header component right now. This is reduxed, but don't worry about it. So we are able to see home component and header component because we put console.group collapsed and group collapsed for header also. So this history page is done, header page is done. Just add this page in you can write it. I will also give in the Telegram chat in case you get some spelling mistake, so you can correct it. So it is also in the Telegram chat. We have to pass history from the home because header page is internal to home. So header page will not have history in the props. So we need to pass. So in the home, we need to create history, pass history in the header, and use it here in the as a props. Okay, so this is my one way of building the home page. There are hundreds of ways, hundreds of online website to build the home page in different way. You can follow anything, but for my website, I will be following this way. Okay, let me know when you're done with this. I put the code in the Telegram chat also. Try to write down the things that will make you remember this. But sometimes, adding these two lines, you need to copy paste. You can copy paste, or or if you do it and it's not working, maybe you have missed a div tag, so you can copy it from there. Okay, so it's better you should type it rather than copy and paste whole thing. Otherwise, you will not remember the things. I'll give you 1 more minute to finish it. So Rakesh, you need to ask me the question here. I don't understand your question in this Telegram. You said you're weak in layout. So layout is up to you. Once it's up to you how you build it. I will show you a few examples in every website. Maybe it will help you in better understanding. And once we are done with React, I will also do the complete CSS course. That will also help you in layout part. Okay, so we are done with this one. I hope you have completed it. If not, you can copy paste from the Telegram chat and put it in the header. So we are done with the header part. Header part is done. This is the header part. See, this is the header part. Now we will move to the home layout. Home layout will be the column layout. Left side, it will be results we have to show from the database. On the right side, we will be having the search bar. Right now, if you go to the add new campaign, we have only title and description. We will be adding more fields in future like category and other things. But right now we have the title and description. So we will be searching on these two fields only. Okay, so that is what we are trying to do it. So let's move to now. So we are done with header. Let's close it. We are done with the home page. Let's close it. Now, if you see in the home page, we are calling the home layout. So let's try to work on the home layout now. Same way, I will put the class name here, and class name will be home dash layout. I'll just class name I'll put like this, and I will also put the console. Let's grab the console from home, and I'll put home layout here. So let's build the home layout now here. So since we have to make two columns, so the best thing to make two columns here in the home layout, we need to use the grid. So let's import the grid from the material view. I have the grid already. I have the grid import statement. You can also copy from here or from the material UI. Now I'll be using the grid. So grid has the main parent container. So I'll say grid. Since it is container, I will name it as container. And spacing, you can put spacing 1, 2, depend on what you like. I'll just put 2, which is given in the document as a sample. So this is the main grid. After the main grid, I have the left column. I will create another grid for left column, and I will name it as item. Previously I named here as container. Here it will be item. And I will give the size. So total size of the grid is 12. So if you want to make two columns, so either you create this two grid, either you put 6, 6, total should be 12. So if you put 6, 6, this will be the left side, for example, and this is the right side. So let's see the page. So left side 6 part is given to left side, 6 part is given to right side. But if you feel that left side should be greater, you can make it 9 this and 3 this. Because my search part will be on the right side, it will be not bigger in the width, so I will put 3 part here and 9 part given to the left side where I will show the results. See, now right part is getting the 3 part and left side is getting the 9 part. So bigger part is on the left side. Okay. So on the left side, I will call this listing component. And on the right side, I will call the search component. Okay, so let's import both the components. I'll say import search from search, import listing from listing. So I'll grab this listing, put it here. Instead of the left, I'll put listing here. And I'll grab the search part and I will put search part here. Okay, now let's see how it looks. So we have the listing part on the left side, search part on the right side. Let's put this group part in the listing and the search. And in the search also I'll put it so that I can see that in the console. So we have the home, then we call header and home layout, and from home layout we call the listing and search. So this is the hierarchy we're calling it. So just okay. So just in the home layout is done. No more changes in the home layout. We call two components and we will put it here. So just finish this. I'll give you 1 minute. I will also give this in the chat, Telegram chat. So just put, just do it, and in 1 minute we'll go further. Okay. Okay, let's go further now. Okay, we are done with the home layout. So we will build the listing. Let's first build the search part. And in the same way as we did, we will do the class name of search here, and we'll build the search here. So let's try to build the search part. So in the search part, there will be form. So I will put the form tag, and there will be lot of fields inside it. Right now I will put I'll put one field, and later on we will add more kind of things. Okay, so let's do this one field. Right now I'll put couple of fields. Sorry. So first thing I'll put is input box. So we have already input box in the widgets like this one. Because we need to search, so I need to import this input box. And I will import here the input box. Let's go one level back, one level back, one level back, one level back. Widgets. Then I'll go to input box. Okay, so I call the input box because this is search. I need the input box, and in this input box, I will be trying to do little change in the input box, which I will show you now. I may add little more things. First thing, I'll give the name of the input box. That will be the search. I'll put the label. It will be search. Then I will put type. Type also I'll put search. Generally, for the text box, we put text, but here I will put type equal to type equal to search. Generally, it is text, but here I will put search because we are searching something. Okay, there is another thing which in the input box we need to add, and that is something I'll show you in the material UI. See, there are three types. One is outline, one is filled, and one is standard. So in each case, we need to pass the variant. So I need to pass the variant also here. I will say variant equal to filled. I will get the filled variant, but my input box is not taking that part, so I will add that in the input box. I will add one more parameter called as variant, and default of variant will be outlined. Okay, default value will be outlined, but I can choose variant as outline or filled, or I can choose as standard. So out of these three I can choose. So I put default value is outline, but for my search case I'm using the filled one. Okay, so we did this one change. There is another thing also in this text field which I want to add. If you see, we have some places we have the kg, and some places we have kg and the end, and some places it is at the beginning. So let's try to add that part in my input box. So how to add that part? So for that part, we need to import this adornment. You just watch and understand. Maybe then you can copy the code which I will give you. So what I have to do in the input box, I need to import adornment. This adornment was just now I showed you. Input adornment. Not here. Not here. Sorry. In the input box. And then I need to use adornment like we saw here. So how to use it we will see. So this is the way to use it. Input props. So where we have text field, I will add this input props as start adornment. Start adornment will take input adornment, that is this one, and it is saying position of the start. Okay. So there is also end adornment. What is end adornment? Let's check. This is yeah, this is the end adornment. It is similar way, but it's saying position end and end adornment. So I'll just copy this, grab this, and I will say end adornment. And position is end. Right now I'm hard coding with KG, but I will make it dynamic in a bit. So just watch it and try to understand it. If you don't understand, you can ask me. But no need to write down this point because this is something we are. So if you see my search part, it is showing KG at both the places. So for search part, I don't want KG kind of thing. I want some search icon. Okay, and I want only in the end, not in the beginning. Or I can put it only in the beginning, not in the end. Wherever you want, you can put it. Okay, let's try to see where it looks good. So since I want to pass start adornment or end adornment from outside, so we need to put some parameters here. So maybe I can say start equal to null initially and end equal to null. I just give two variable names. If I pass start, that means I want to put start adornment. And if I put end, that means I want to put end adornment. So grab this variable, and here I will say if start is there, then show input adornment, and instead of KG, I will put start as a variable name. And this is a ternary operator, all or show null. I don't want to show it. Okay. Similarly here, I will get the end. If I get end in the parameter, I will replace KG with end. If end is there, then show end adornment or show null. I will check if null is working fine, otherwise I will put say empty quotes. Let's check how it works or no. Since I'm not passing anything, so we are not getting anything. Let's pass something in the end parameter from the search box. Okay, so to pass it, I need the search icon. Okay, so let's grab the search icon from the material UI. There is the search material icon. Search. Okay, so this is the search icon. I'll grab and copy it. I will paste it here. And in the parameter for end, I will pass this search icon. If I pass search icon as end, it will go here input box as end, and it will show me this end adornment. Let's double check it. See, I'm getting search icon here. Let's try to put in the start and see how it looks. Okay. Okay, so start is looking good. If I'm typing something, since I didn't pass the handle change, so it's giving me the error, which I will pass in a bit. Okay, but start is looking much better than the right side. But it is not calling the filled one. I passed the variant as filled, and it's not taking that because I didn't use this variant. Did I use it? Okay, I didn't use this variant. Let's use the variant also. Okay, okay, now this looks better. Okay, so this is the filled version. I can put in the search. Once I type it, I get this cross, though I'm getting error because handle change is not passed. Okay, let's put the handle change for now, otherwise it will give me error and again handle change. I haven't created handle change function, but I will put dummy function here. Okay, let's check now. Okay, so this search part is showing on the right side. Okay, what else to build now? Before I put more fields in it, I will give you this input box, which you can update it to your input box. I will paste this in the Telegram chat group, and I'll also paste this search part in the Telegram chat group. So you can grab both the things and put it in the respective files. Okay, now let's add few more fields here. I have input box right now. So if someone searches anything, we'll go to the database and check it if it is there or not, and we will show listing based on the search. Okay, let's grab now few more fields. We'll add few more fields. Let's add the div tag. I will add one more field. So generally I want one more field that is called the select box, but we haven't built the select box yet. Since we haven't built that select box, right now I will manually put it from material UI, but in couple of days I will build some widget, then I can take use of that widget. But right now I will go and grab it from the material UI. Okay, so let's grab the select box. This is a select box. Okay, let's grab. Okay, let's grab this one. This one, simple one. So to put the select box, I will just grab the select box. And then I will grab this part and put it here. Since I need form control, input label, menu item, we have to import that also. Okay, I'm manually putting this select box right for now. Handle change, I will just put some dummy value. I will not put now. I will delete the ID. I will put ID as age, and this also age. Okay, so let's put it now. What is coming here? Let's see. Okay, these are too close to each other. Let's put some margin on this part. I can check it on the UI also, and then I can put it there. That is also fine. So I'll just put here margin top equal to 16 pixel, for example. Okay, sorry, margin top. This is not the right place. Okay, yeah, this is right place. So let's put it here. Style equal to margin top 16 pixel. Okay, so here it is saying Here it is saying age, but we don't want to put age. We need to change it to something different. So what we need to put it here? So instead of age, we need to put the sort by. So it is the sort by. I will change the ID to sort by. This is the sort by, and label is the sort by. Okay, let's refresh. We are getting sort by. And these options I don't need. I need to change the options. So let's try to put the options. So one of the option will be created at. Okay, and the value of this will be created at. Same thing, second will be title, and here I will say title. So how you want to sort the items? You want to sort the items by, so here you will get the listing. So how you want to sort the items? Either by created date, or you want to sort by title. So created date, you can do ascending or descending created date. For title also, you can do ascending and descending. So sometimes user want to see which are the new campaigns created. So they will say created by descending, and they will sometimes say which items are created in the end. So they say created at ascending, or they can sort by title or whatever they want. I will add one more select box, and this will be the sort order. It is called sort order. Right now I'm not doing any React functionality part. First I'm building the UI, and then I will change it to, I will put the React code so that it can search from the database or anything. So this will be ascending, and for ascending I will pass one value, or it can be descending. For descending I will pass -1. So if I'm getting the value of sort order -1, I will do descending. If I'm getting sort order as 1, I will make it ascending. So let's check. Okay. So user wants to sort by created date descending. Okay, so they can do this. So whatever new is there, they will see new post first, and other post they can see later. So this is another thing we build it now. Okay, let's build. So in future I will also add categories after a few days. So we will also add category part also here, but not now. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to just put the button. Let's put the button. So let's import the button first. So generally you can go to material UI and import the button. I have already in my text file. So I import the button here. So now I'll put the button at the bottom. So I'll create another div. Here I will put button. And variant of the button will be contained color. You can put color primary, success, secondary. I will put success for now. We can change it to primary also, whatever we want. Type of button is submit, but whenever user clicks it, it will submit the form. And name of the button will be search. So whenever user click the search, the form will be submitted. Okay, so this is the search button. So user will search here, do the sorting part, and once he has done, he will click search button, and once he clicks search button, the listing will change based on whatever you have put it here. So this search part is done. Though category is not here since we have not built the category, but at least search is done. I will give you the search in the Telegram chat. If you want, grab it. I'll give you 1 minute to update your search page. Okay, so this is done. Okay, you can grab the code from the Telegram. You need to understand what I am doing it. You don't need to by heart the things. Only you need to just see how I'm building it. Because when you go with your real one, it will be different. So you just get idea how I'm building it. It will be not same when you build your project. You have a lot of different challenges coming in your project. Okay, so we are done with the search part. Let's go to the listing part now. Okay, let's go to listing. Search is done. I'll copy this part. Let's see. Okay, listing. I have this one. Let's try to work on the listing. I will put the class name of listing so that I know it's in the listing page. Okay, so listing page will have all the rows. Okay, so they will have all the rows, and okay, so let's build something here. And each each row will call the item. So each campaign will be the item, and that item will be called inside the listing one. So let's build first some wrapper in the listing, and then we'll call the item, because main part in the listing is to call the item. Listing will have not much content in it. So let's create one div tag, and inside this div tag I will be displaying this item, and each item will be wrapped by the link tag, so that when I click that item, it should go to the detail page. So let's import link tag from React router DOM. So what will happen here? There will be multiple items coming here, and each item will be wrapped with the link. So I have the link tag, and then I have to call the item inside here. So let me get the item also. So we are getting this item, and we are putting inside the link tag. So each item will have the clickable thing, so that when I click on each item, it will go to detail of that campaign. And I have to go to two page. Right now I will say only detail, but this is not the right page. We will build the right page, and then we will point it. That I will show you later when we do the dynamic part. Right now just concentrate on the URL looks part. So what I did, like this, we may have multiple items coming from the database. So I will be displaying each item like this. Let's see how it looks. Right now it looks like this one. Okay, so we need to work on the making it a little different. So what happened here, all the campaigns will be displayed, which will come from the backend. Okay, and it is displayed here. Let's put some style sheet on the main parent div. Since I want this item to be a square place, something called a square. A square will be there, small squares, which you will see when I will be done with building it. So each will be in the one row, second row, third row, fourth row, like this. It will go to another row. So let's put some style sheet to make that happen. Style equal to. So first thing I need to do is display of flex, so that they come in the same row. So once I do flex, all items are in the same row. Next thing which I will do is called as flex wrap. Wrap means if it does not have the space, it will go to another row. By default, it is not wrap, but I will put it as wrap. So if I add more items, still less are there. Let's put more items. Still less. So it's going to another row. So if we have too many items, it will go to another row. That's the purpose of flex wrap equal to wrap. Okay, there is one more part that is called the gap. Gap will give us the spacing, and we'll see how much we are. Okay, so gap will give us the spacing between the each item. So right now put 25 or let's put 15. Okay, 15 is fine for now. Okay, so we will be talking about detail about the flex one. Flex is a very detailed topic in the CSS, and once we start CSS, I'll be working on the flex for many days. Okay, so it's a very big topic. It will go for 4 or 5 days to complete the flex, or more than that. So right now, only remember the important thing. Once we put display flags, it will go in one row. We're putting wrap so that when it ends in the end, it should go to next line, and gap is the spacing between the two items. So this is all about this page, listing page. But see, I don't like underline to each item, so I will give some class name to this one, and okay, or I will give some style sheet. No need for class name. And the style sheet is text decoration of none. So if I give text decoration of none, why it's giving error? Yeah, see, there's no underline here now. I have to give it to all. Let me delete all now. Let's have only one for now. We'll finish this and then we'll add multiple items to see the demo. So this is done. Listing page is done. So what we did, we just created main div with flex display, and we created the link property. When the real data will come, we will loop through this link, and we can show many items together here. So main thing is now we will concentrate on the item part. So before I go further, just update your listing page. I will give you this in the chat also. I'll give you a few seconds to finish it. Okay, now let's go to this item part and finish that one. Okay, so now let's work on the item. So I need that top group part, which I will put it here. So each item will be, looks like, I will show you in the material UI, it will be kind of paper. So I will be making the paper, calling the paper. So let's call the paper. I imported the paper, and each item will be paper. So let's see how to call the paper. So let's put this one. So I will wrap the content inside this paper. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so it's looking like this. We haven't put the padding and all, so it's looking like this. Let's make this 24. That is the highest. Okay, so see, there's a drop shadow little bit or here. Now I'll give some style sheet to this paper. So this style sheet is I have thought myself. For your project, you can think of different one, or you can copy similar to what I have think. So to put the style sheet, we have to use SX, not the style, because this is a paper material UI. They want us to put SX. So any style sheet should be inside the SX, not the style part when we use paper. So I want to give the width of 225 pixel. I want to give the height of this one of 225 pixel. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so we have height and width. Okay, we have height and the width. So next thing is I want to give the padding. I will give padding. You can give 15 pixel, 20 pixel, whatever you want. There's EM value in the padding. So we are giving the EM value. So right now consider the EM value as I will explain detail about the EM, but right now consider it's a relative thing. So if you are in the mobile, the EM part will go a little less, and if you are in the desktop, EM will increase it. So it's kind of relative, responsible design kind of thing, responsive design kind of thing. So it will decrease or increase with the based on the what you call if you are on the mobile or on the desktop, depending on that. Okay, so I'm putting 1M, and if you go to mobile, 1M will be smaller. But if you put pixel, mobile and desktop will be same. Okay, so inside we will get many div tag and all the items kind of thing. I want those items to be using the flex one, so I will give that display of flex also. Now generally if I use flex, all the items come in one single row. But here I want not the row, I want the column. So I will give the direction on the flex to be column. By default direction is row, so everyone comes in same row. But in this each paper I want everyone to come top to bottom. So I will give the flex direction of column. So these are the few things I am talking about the flex here, which are important. We will put it. But there are a lot more options to learn the flex. Okay. Related to device. Yeah, you're right. EM is related to device. Rakesh is correct. Also, we will put the justify content so that there should be equal space between the two elements. It will be space between. Okay, so let's see how it looks now. Okay, so we got this item, and if we have multiple one, everything will follow like this one. So let's try to put multiple and see how it looks. So let's add 2, 3 more. Okay, so when 5 items are coming from the backend, 5 will be displayed. Let's put gap of 25. Okay, now this is looking good. So if there are 25 also, it will display all 25. So each item is a campaign, a short explanation of the campaign. When I click it, it will go to detail page. Right now detail page is not there, so it's going to not found. Otherwise, when I click it, it will go to detail page of that campaign, and then that will be the whole new world, because once you are in the campaign, you can do lot many things in the campaign. So there will be lot more things to be done in the campaign. Okay, so if I increase the width, this also increases spacing kind of thing. Okay, let's go further now to build the item. So it's too much for today. I will build the item tomorrow. I don't want to, because once I start the item, I want to finish all the parts of the item. That's how it will look. So let's finish it now here. I'll give you this item part in the chat. We'll complete this tomorrow. And once the item is done, this display count pagination is 119 code, which we already done. We have to just put 119. Then we are done with the UI part. Then we have to put the functionality in it. So we will get the data from the database and display it here. That we will do tomorrow. Any questions?